hashtag AfghanEvac. Sean, can you walk us through some of the misconceptions that the president is currently propagating about Afghan refugees?
Sure. Well, thank you all so much for having me here today. Listen, I got to say, everything that the president is saying about these folks is just wrong. One, they were vetted. Everyone was vetted before they came here, before they got on a plane, before they got, when they got to a third country, before they got here, when they arrived here, all throughout their application process, and if they've gotten final adjudication, then as well. Truthfully, this community is incredibly civically engaged. They're folks who care deeply about America. They put their lives on the line for us for years and years and years, and then they trusted us before we left Afghanistan to take care of them. We told them, if you stand shoulder to shoulder with us, we'll be there for you. You can come be an American. Then we left a bunch of them behind. And then when we built the safest, most secure immigration pathway in history with the Biden administration, they believed us when we said, be patient, your time will come. And then President Trump shut it all down on day one of his administration and has been ratcheting it down ever since.
Sean, one of the things that I think folks haven't heard from enough, and it's probably going to be very difficult because these folks are going to be so fearful of retribution for talking and being in front of cameras and talking to reporters, is how the communities are feeling, the Afghan community, the folks that you're talking to. David Rode, an MS Now national security reporter, earlier today when we had him on, said that they were condemning what this man is, accused of doing, this suspect. So when you're talking to folks, I assume that they're doing the same thing because they don't want to be lumped in with someone who's accused of doing something as heinous as what happened on Thursday.
Eugene, you've got it exactly right. They're angry that this man's actions are being used to wipe away all of the good work that they've done. They're so afraid. They're afraid to leave their house and go to the park. We had to cancel Thanksgiving at my house. A bunch of Afghans were supposed to come over, and we had to cancel it because people were so afraid, and because we were navigating a bunch of stuff with Laura Loomer attacking us. We've got these Afghans all across the country who are afraid to leave their homes. They're afraid that President Trump's political stunts at Home Depot or at immigration court or snatching teachers out of their classrooms are going to come to attack them. And we've seen it over and over. That's why we launched something called Battle Buddies, where veterans can stand with our wartime allies in immigration court. It is an awful situation for our wartime allies right now. And this one crazy person's terrible actions, he needs to be held accountable. But the rest of our Afghan allies deserve their shot at the American dream that they were promised.
Mr. Van Dimer, let's talk a little more specifically about vetting. Our colleague, Kayla Gardner, reported yesterday, MS Now, Afghans admitted under Operation Allies vetted annually. I'm going to read the senior U.S. official who spoke on the condition of anonymity confirms to MS Now that the alleged shooter was vetted by the National Counterterrorism Center during Operation Allies Welcome in 2021 for any ties to terrorism prior to Lochinwall entering the U.S. Quote, in terms of vetting, nothing came up, per the senior U.S. official. Continuing to quote, he was clean on all checks. Kayla's reporting goes on to say, additionally, the official confirms the U.S. government has been annually vetting all Afghans who arrived via Operation Allies Welcome. I think it's important to point this out because if you listen to the President of the United States, you would be left with the impression that Afghans, or from his perspective, any immigrant just walks into this country and just folds into society and then pops back out and commits some kind of atrocity. Please, please fact check what the president has been telling the American people.
There's no way around it, Jonathan. The president has been lying to us about this. Look, the vetting is not just annual, it's continuous, it's ongoing, and at every step, there's ongoing vetting. You know, what people aren't talking about right now is the fact that when President Trump came in, DOJ and Kristi Noem wiped away a ton of these domestic security programs meant to identify lone wolf actors, other domestic security threats. They cut, in blue states, they cut by 69 to 79% funding to state and local public safety. And then on the other end, They cut all of these programs, these psychosocial programs for refugees and new arrivals. We don't know what the gaps are yet, and the administration isn't being very forthcoming about it. And I suspect that's because they're trying to hide something. But look, we know so far that the vetting hasn't been the issue. The Trump administration has even said that. And let's be clear, it was the Trump administration that gave him chief of mission approval and asylum. So I don't think that vetting is the issue here.
Sean Van Diver, thank you very much for coming to the weekend.
Thank you so much. And go to AfghanEvac.org to support us, folks.
All right, up next, we'll dive further into